Hola a todos, bienvenidos una vez más a Travel Junkie Stories. El día de hoy estamos muy contentos y tenemos de invitado a nuestro amigo Kevin Hake.
Hola.
Desde Nueva York.
Sí.
Que nos viene a compartir sus historias de viaje y su experiencia en México con todos ustedes, con mucho cariño. Y bueno, pues como ya les platiqué un poquito, Kevin solo habla inglés, entonces vamos a hacer la entrevista en inglés. Bueno, sí habla un poquito español, ¿verdad?
Un poquito, muy poco.
¿Te puedes presentar en español?
En español, soy Kevin.
Él es Kevin, sí, ¿qué más?
Sí, de Buffalo, Nueva York.
Okay.
Soy ingeniero de software.
Ok.
Y me encanta México.
Perfecto, con eso basta.
Sí, está bien.
Bueno, pues vamos a empezar con la primera preguntita que tenemos para ti. Sorry.
Estoy listo.
Okay, I need to change to English. Okay, Kevin, we're gonna start with the first question. Okay, tell us when was your very first trip and how you become to a travel junkie?
I used to travel when I was younger with my family.
Okay.
So my parents would take me on road trips through the USA.
Okay, cool.
And we had some family in Canada, so sometimes we would go to Canada.
Okay.
And then when I got older and I had a car, I went on my own road trips.
By yourself or with friends? Or?
With friends.
Okay.
First with friends, then once by myself.
Okay.
And then I ventured further. I have a cousin who lives in Hong Kong.
Oh,
and that was
God.
my first big trip out of the country on a plane alone.
When was
This was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Not very long ago. So I started traveling a lot more on my own later.
Okay, cool.
When I got more courage.
Yeah.
But now there's nothing holding me back.
Yes. So, and when you came to Mexico? And why? Why Mexico? Why Monterrey?
Well, it's such a good question.
Yeah, such a good question.
Well, actually, I had a job where I traveled a lot in the U.S.
Okay.
And so I'd been to Querétaro before.
Okay.
And I knew from that experience that people were super friendly in Mexico. It's a pretty place, great food. I love the weather. But I was dating a girl from Monterrey.
Okay.
When I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time.
Okay.
So I came here in August.
In August.
Last year.
Okay.
Almost a year ago.
Okay, you still here?
Now I'm still here.
Yeah.
Sin novia.
But what's gonna be the next city that you're gonna see?
Well, I'm moving to Guadalajara soon. Very excited.
Pretty excited about that.
A little nervous. As far as travel plans, I don't know. There's still a lot of states that I haven't been to.
So in which countries have you been there? So Hong Kong, USA
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Around. And Mexico.
Mexico, Thailand, some Canada.
Of
course. The USA.
Of course.
And I've been to a lot of countries in Europe. France, mostly. But I've been to the UK. I went to Prague. A few places in Italy. Been to Greece.
Nice. I want to go to Greece. Germany?
I was in Amsterdam.
Yeah, a lot of.
Brussels.
Brussels, yeah.
A lot of short trips through Europe, which I did last year, actually.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, right before I came here. Spain.
Oh, yeah, Spain.
And then I came directly to Mexico.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Maybe not recommended.
Okay.
I carried all of my stuff with me through that whole trip. Definitely bad.
Yeah. Totally bad idea.
Yeah, too much.
So, and you travel with your backpack or?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a low cost, I mean, Euro trip with the
Yeah,
hostels and all that stuff?
Yeah, mostly, almost totally in hostels. I
Okay.
think in some cheaper places I stayed in hotels. Like in Greece it was very inexpensive, so the hotels were the same price.
Yeah, you can
as
afford it.
hostels.
That's nice. So, and with all, Airbnb, go shopping? No.
I've actually never
No?
actually
Never?
through with couch surfing.
Okay, well.
I'm always planning last minute, so I don't have anything to set up.
Yeah, makes sense. So, with all these trips and travels, for sure, do you have many stories? So, we want to hear
Yes.
some of your stories. Please
Yes.
share with us your craziest travel story.
My craziest stories?
Yeah.
I don't know
You don't
how
know?
much I can talk about some of these
I don't
stories.
Oh, well.
The gory details.
What?
Gory details. It's like the dirty
Okay.
details. There's so many things that come to mind. I actually had a story that I was going to talk about, and I completely forgot what it was. Well, here's one. So
Okay.
at the end of my Euro trip, I was supposed to fly out of London
Okay.
to here. Well, first to Mexico City.
Yeah.
But there are two big airports in London, and they're far apart.
Yeah.
And I bought my tickets ahead of time because they were super cheap.
Okay.
And I was flying into London,
Okay.
and then in one airport out from the other. Separate tickets, different airlines, but I had like 5 hours in between.
Okay.
But don't do that because this could happen to you.
Yeah. Take a note
What
about
happened was my flight was delayed for about 3 hours.
Oh my.
And then it takes at least an hour to get from Heathrow to.
Yeah. Sure.
So I missed my international flight back to Mexico,
Oh
and I had to
my
buy
God.
another ticket. So it was not worth what I saved, but it wasn't so bad actually. You
Wow.
can usually get last minute flights.
Oh yeah, with
But it was a nightmare.
discount.
Yeah, I had to set up an Airbnb, and I stayed there another day, which was okay.
well,
Super
sometimes
stressful.
happen. Yeah. Yeah, at that time. Now you can talk about. Well, relax.
Yeah, I remember.
You learn something
one
at
night-
least.
Yes, yeah. So I ended up staying there an extra 2 nights.
Yeah.
So the first night was just in the airport, and I remember sleeping. And I was next to the carts for the
Yes.
luggage,
Yes.
and I woke up when people were like pushing the carts into me, and I was like, "I'm
Hey,
here."
I'm here.
Like I know you can see me. Like just tell me to move. Don't just like laying down. That was
Oh my
awful.
God. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's not so good study, but
Well, I bought a very expensive fish. It was
Yeah?
a scam in
where? Greece.
Venice.
Venice.
In Italy. had anything stolen from me.
Okay, cool.
But a lot of people are afraid to go to hostels
Okay.
because they think, so many people have access to your things, so you're just going to lose all your stuff. But in my experience, it's been really safe. And actually, for a good hostel, if you look for the reviews,
Yes.
I have better experiences than in hotels a lot of times. You can find very clean places, super helpful staff.
Yeah, actually, this is the service on the staff.
And especially if
You
you're
have
if you're new to
you can
traveling.
find friends there, right?
Yeah, you meet lots of other people who are familiar with traveling in
With
general,
yeah.
with the area. People who've got there 5 days before you. They'll tell you, here's what we did, here's what to avoid.
Yeah,
The
good
staff
advice.
members are usually young travelers themselves or people who are local, and they're much more helpful than people that you find in a hotel who
Yeah.
are working these crazy hours in a hotel. They just look miserable, and when you ask them a question, they act like, why are you asking me something? I want to be asleep right now.
Yeah,
So yeah,
totally happened.
so that's helpful. But yeah, I haven't really had any real scary experiences. I used to be
that's
afraid of getting lost, of being taken advantage of, being kidnapped. I don't know anyone who's been kidnapped. Well, in Mexico, kind of. But
What?
it's another story.
Okay, you can
Tim?
tell us. Huh?
It's not my story.
Okay.
But, yeah. If don't walk in a strange street drunk in the middle of the night. Anywhere. It doesn't matter what
Yes,
country
I mean
you're
just
in.
common sense.
Yeah. People will take advantage of you if you're drunk. But in general, if you're scared about traveling, start small. Go to some hostels. There's even hostels in your own city, so you can try it out, and it's cheap. So
Yes, yeah, it's a good advice. Yeah. Well, about the rumors and the things. What do you hear before you came to Mexico?
yes. So I remember way back like 5 years ago, before I came to Canada for work.
Yeah.
So at least in the USA, maybe other places too, but Mexico has a reputation for being super dangerous, somewhere that you don't want to go, like stay in your hotel, like go to a resort and don't leave.
For any reason,
yeah,
in
but-
any circumstance.
That's absolutely not true from my experience. It's
Yeah, what do you think now?
So now it's super safe. The people are extremely friendly. It's nothing like Italy was, where everyone was trying to take advantage of me.
Okay.
And like they see me and they raise their prices.
Okay,
that
yeah.
happened to me in Asia also.
Okay.
Thailand and China, Hong Kong. Hong Kong not so much, but mainland China for sure. They see the white guy and they're like double, triple their prices.
Yeah. Okay. For you, that.
Yeah, but here in Monterrey and everywhere I've been in Mexico, that hasn't
Not
been
in
the case.
Cancun?
Cancun,
A
yes.
little bit.
Cancun, yeah.
Cancun because it's a
Cancun
tourist
is a
place for
weird
sure.
resort place, yeah.
Yes.
But everywhere else, everyone treats me very well, just like family. And I'll meet new people, and I get invited to dinner with the family on Sunday.
That's
for carne
nice.
asada.
Carne
Super
asada.
nice, yeah.
Carnita asada.
Yes, carnita. So much diminutive in the Spanish here, sometimes it confuses me.
Yeah, I know. Porque todo lo hacemos diminutivo. Carnita, sillita, mesita, everything. Well, do you think the travels make your life happier?
Definitely.
Yes, no, and why? Yeah.
I think there's so many different angles to
Yes,
this. So
sure.
there's like political things. There's the way that just so many things. My life is
Okay,
so much
you
better.
can order your ideas.
Yeah, when you stay in your hometown, and this is very, at least in my country, maybe most countries. In the USA, most people don't really leave home. They stay in their, maybe not even their own state.
Okay.
They might go to like the beach in Florida or something from Buffalo and come back. But they don't really know what it's like outside. And so when you grow up in your own culture, you're kind of told that everyone thinks their culture is the best culture.
Oh yeah.
Más o menos.
Más o menos.
But when you leave, you can really see that not everything is better. Some things are better and some things are not.
Yeah.
And you can go, it's like, oh, I thought New York City was like super like developed and high tech, but after Hong Kong, it's like not in every way.
Yeah, I mean,
like
you can take a different perspective, right?
Yeah, so in some cities have like super high tech transportation, or they have really tall, pretty buildings and stuff. Mexico has like the best food. Like, forever, I still it's my favorite. And the people are friendlier here, and I feel safer here than I do in inner cities in the USA.
Okay.
I feel like there's more
tricky,
like really sketchy places in the US that you wouldn't want to be in.
Yeah, well,
there's plenty of them here too, I guess. But I feel safer here actually. But that's just me. So yeah, just learning different cultures and meeting different people. Realizing in some cultures people's attitudes are I like better. Like in Mexico, people are you feel like family with everyone you meet. It seems.
Nice.
In other countries, people are more cold.
Yeah.
You're kind of treated as an outsider unless you really get to know someone. So there's traveling has really opened up so many things for me.
That's make your life happy. So close to finish the interview. Close. What was your best and the worst advice that you have received about travels?
Okay.
Yeah.
Best and worst advice.
Yes.
Best advice is to pack light.
Okay. Pack light.
If you're not sure if you're gonna need something and you think, maybe I should bring this because what if this happens?
Because maybe, yeah.
Don't bring it. It's really not worth it.
Totally.
I actually met a couple of travelers in, I don't know, in Chiapas or something.
Yeah.
And they were telling a story about, they were in South America. I don't remember where, but they brought lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And all of it got stolen at some point. They left their stuff in a train station when they went to the bathroom or something. They came back and it was gone.
Okay, nothing.
And they said it was the best thing that happened to them on their trip.
Because oh my god.
Because then they had to go as
they
minimal
have nothing
as possible.
to worry
so
about.
They,
oh my god.
They bought a toothbrush, they bought,
the
toothpaste and small backpacks, and they said that's all they needed for pretty much their whole trip. You can do
okay, yeah.
So you don't need a lot of things. You can do laundry. There's everywhere you go, there's people who wear clothes. So you can buy clothes, you can do laundry, everything you need is where you can go.
Yeah,
so it's
totally.
really worth it to not go.
That's happened to me in my last trip. I was traveling by UK, Belgium, and Netherlands.
Yes.
And I was I did go shopping, and I was with my backpack, and I was like leaving my stuff
Yes.
because I really doesn't need it.
Yeah, you can get away with very little.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You
But
can find everything you need.
in any
If there's an emergency, then there's always something you can help.
yes, totally.
Those are good experiences too.
Yeah. Well, and the worst advice. Don't come to Mexico.
Yeah,
Don't come.
actually, that's probably the worst advice is don't go there. Wherever it was always bad.
Don't hear that.
Yeah, I mean,
that
don't be safe. But yeah,
you can give it a chance.
yeah, unless somebody has been there before, there's no reason you should listen to them more
Yes,
than
totally.
Google. So
Yeah. Okay, well, we finished our first section and we're gonna pass with the second section, that is...
oh, second section.
Yes. Fast and Curious now, Fast and Curious.
Okay.
Okay, you need to answer just with one word.
One word.
The first one that
Okay.
came in your mind.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
funny.
window into my brain.
Woo, yeah. Favorite word in Spanish?
Puto.
What do you think about the Mexican girls?
Sexy.
What do you think about the Mexican guys?
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Okay. Have you ever been fell in love in a different city than yours?
Yes.
Which one?
And thinking again, yes.
Think it again. Like
Hong Kong, más o menos.
Hong Kong. Okay, cool. What nationality do you think have the most beautiful women in the world?
Mexico is what I said before.
Mexico. And now? You want to
And
change?
now, no, I don't want to change.
Okay.
I haven't been to enough countries to really. But
Okay.
yeah, Mexico's up there.
Mexico. Okay. Name of the city that you have your craziest party ever in your life.
Aquí in Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is the most beautiful place have you ever been?
Yosemite National Park in California.
Okay. Yosemite National Park. Okay. What is your favorite movie about travels?
Yes. So I don't know many travel movies
Okay.
except
So
for Euro Trip.
Euro Trip.
That's
That's a good one.
Not. It's a bad movie.
Okay.
It's really.
But it's your favorite because it's your only.
It's gonna have to be my favorite. Definitely watch it, and don't tell anyone that I told you. Don't tell them it was my recommendation.
Okay.
Tell them Sylvia said you need to watch
No way.
Euro Trip.
No.
You want a bad American movie.
Mine is Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Yeah.
I never saw the movie.
No?
I read the book.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
Jesse. wanted me to.
I didn't. I didn't read the book, so I was thinking about doing. So yeah, your favorite book about travels?
Favorite book?
Yeah.
I remember this time.
Yeah.
This is recording number 2, take 2.
Take two.
Something happened before.
Yeah. Something
What
happened.
was the book called? Indecision.
Okay, well, top 5
Top 5.
of things that you need to have in your backpack while
In
you're
your
traveling.
backpack.
Yes.
Okay. Spare battery and phone charger.
Okay.
Your phone
And
is
the phone.
probably in your pocket.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
Yes.
Okay. Smart guy.
I
What else?
always like to have water
Okay, water because.
in a camelback because it makes me feel secure when I know I'm not going to be thirsty.
Okay. What else?
I don't remember what else. I don't put much
The
in my
phone.
backpack.
Yeah, in the phone.
Yeah.
I know.
Depends on where you're going.
Yes.
5.
Why is so hard? I mean, I have a lot of things. I
Really?
can't decide. Yeah, and you
I
have
don't know.
nothing.
I mean, I don't bring makeup.
Well,
Maybe
me
like
neither.
toothbrush
Yes.
and toothpaste and
Okay.
deodorant.
Okay.
I
That's it.
have to have deodorant and sunscreen.
And sunscreen. Yeah.
Which I always
because
forget
your
to get,
skin. Yeah.
Yes, I will burn.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's all. We did it.
All right.
Excellent, we did it.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Ok, chicos, pues hasta aquí llegamos con la entrevista. Espero que les haya gustado mucho y que la hayan disfrutado igual como nosotros. Mi nombre es Silvia Rambide, esto es Travel Junkie Stories. Tenemos a Kevin Hake y nos vemos la próxima. Si les gusta esta historia y quieren ver más, por favor suscríbanse al canal. Vamos a tener muchas historias muy pronto. Y dejen en los comentarios algunas preguntas que quieran hacerle a nuestros próximos entrevistados. Nos vemos pronto en el siguiente evento y recuerden que todos somos Travel Junkies. Bye.
Peace.